Okay, welcome to the Module 1 Communication Process Fact Sheet. What you're going to be viewing here is a fairly short video that will describe pretty much the activities from start to end for, in this particular case, Module 1 Communication Process. Now, you will be viewing similar videos for the other 4 modules that we will be having. What the videos contain are the expected readings and viewings for the particular module and all assignments that relate to the module itself. Will be dates, some may be to be determined. However, generally, in most cases, they will all have specific begin and due dates. So let's go ahead and move on. Module 1 overview. Now, Module 1 is basically covering the concepts of this thing called communication, and additionally, at the end, we're going to talk about the cultural inferences within the communication process, particularly from a business point of view. So we will start off with the concept of communication. What is communication? Well, as you all know, it's something we do all the time. We do it pretty much without thinking. Typically that's not a problem. This type of subjective thought is not an issue. But it's the way we actually get things done in the real world. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this concept of communication. Next we're going to talk about this thing called the communication process. Well, there's a beginning and an end. And you need to have the beginning and all the activities up through the end for effective communication. There will be videos describing this specifically, and we will talk about this in greater detail in the class. Next we have barriers to communication. Now you've already begun this with the short assignment that I have given you about what is probably the number one thing that you think is a breakdown in communication. Well, what I was looking for is basically the barrier. The number one barrier that you can see today. But there are 7 barriers. Some are internal, some are external. Again, there will be specifics that readings, viewings that will address this issue, which you will need to look at. Next, we're going to look at the importance of business. Well, without communication, businesses would not function properly. Effective communication allows businesses to get things done faster, quicker, cheaper. And therefore, the need for effective communication in business is vitally important. We'll talk more about that. Finally, we're going to talk about the concept of culture and the effect of culture on business communication. As you as you complete the readings and watch the video on this, you will probably identify where you fit into either a high or low context culture. We're stuck with it. There's not much we can do about it, but we can't change culture, but we certainly need to be able to understand that it is there and modify the way we communicate as necessary. Okay, move on. Okay, let's talk now about the readings and viewings. The information that I am providing you, again, the information that would normally be found in a textbook, but we're not using a textbook. I told you why before. I'm not going to bother with that again. But there are readings and there are viewings. Readings obviously can come in articles and whatnot. Now, I provide all these, so you don't have to worry about them. And the viewings, the videos also are provided by me. Some created by me, some are not created by me. Hey, I picked the best of those that I think provide the best information. Now, for Module 1, Communication Process. There are 6 articles in Blackboard. Now, you will find these in the Readings and Viewing section of Module 1. There are hyperlinks. Click the link. It'll take you to the website that has a specific article. Read it. If you want to print it, be my guest. I'll leave that up to you. And then make sure you read all 6 of them in the order presented. The articles cover the topics of, well, what is communication, the communication process, barriers to communication, and something that is vitally important today, culture and cultural differences when it comes to communication. So again, read them as we proceed with Module 1. we will apply and you'll figure out exactly what do I want you to know from all of this, but you must read these ahead of time. Next, there is one video, and again, it is in playlist 2, module 1. Same playlist that you found this video. And you need to read it, and you can see the availability date and again the due date. Make sure you get the readings and the viewings done by that, well, certainly before that due date, because also by that date and time, the pre-discussion quiz will be due. And if you don't have the readings, viewings done, you're not going to probably do well on the pre-discussion quiz. Anyways, neither here nor there. Finally, in the readings and viewings, there will be a review video. Now, the review video basically captures the highlights and some of the important information that, we talked about, we applied, and so on and so on during our discussions and time frame for Module 1. Again, this is a video I will create, and I will post it on the date there. You'll get about a week to look at it. And why a week? Well, it's not going to be long, but I'm also going to give you a week to do the post-discussion quiz, which you will want to do after you watch this review video. All right, so enough on the readings and viewings. Let's move on now to the assignments. Okay, let's talk about assignments for Module 1. The first thing, as I already mentioned, there's a pre-discussion quiz. What you really must do is complete the readings, complete the viewings, and before you complete the pre-discussion quiz. Do you have to? No. We do better on the pre-discussion quiz? Absolutely. So get that pre-discussion quiz. Start date and the due date are there for your viewing. Next, you will create a personal information video. Now, this is basically a PowerPoint presentation which you will narrate, save as an MP4, and it is about you. Well, why you? Well, first of all, it is a subject that you should know the best that anyone else knows about. And secondly, is that you're also going to be put into teams, and those team assignments will be posted shortly. Okay. Now, I'm going to guess that none of you, or few, if any of you, know each other or know of each other. Therefore, you don't know that much. And it always is a powerful thing, a positive thing to have an idea of who are the people you are going to be working with in teams. Because yes, you're going to be working with people in teams. These will be your go-to people that you will need to rely upon, and maybe your first point of contacts. So this is the video. I'm going to post everything you need to know about that. Start date and the due date are listed there. Now there will be team activities. There will be several team activities. Some might take a little bit longer. Some are going to be pretty short. A lot of it is so you can get together and figure out how to do teamwork. And also it is going to help you to digest the information that we're going to talk about here in Module 1. So again, those will be posted in Blackboard and Module 1 assignments. And they're going to be starting September 6th, as you can see. And we're going to move on from there. All right. Finally is the Module 1 post-discussion quiz. Already mentioned that. Again, you will have the Module 1 wrap-up review video. And that you will watch before you complete this. And by the time you create or complete the post-discussion quiz, you should have a fairly reasonable knowledge of what we're talking about when it comes to communication and the communication process. All righty. Let's move on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that ends the fact sheet for Module 1. Now, your future modules 2 through 5 will have a similar fact sheet with regards to format, so I'm not going to change it up and make it confusing. So you'll have a pretty good idea of what's going to be expected in each of the videos. Now, as always, if you have any questions, send me the email. Don't wait till the last moment. That won't work out very well. Anyways, have a good day, and I will be in touch with you later. Take care.